Hello folks, this is going to be a less structured video, but I just wanted to say thank you for all the support of my recent video. It is very much appreciated, and I really did not expect that the video would blow up to this level. It's definitely given me the confidence to pursue more of these types of videos in the future, not just for DRG related stuff, but for other interests such as Warframe, Guild Wars 2, Baldur's Gate 3, and very recently even Helldivers. So either way, it's just giving me the confidence to just do more of these videos and just have fun with them. Just apply this to all my other interests as well. But again, thank you very much. It is definitely much appreciated on my part. Let's see, what else was there to discuss? Oh yes, almost forgot. It is worth noting that the version of the video you saw was actually drastically different from how I originally planned it out. Because in the original, I'll just call it version 1. In version 1 of this analysis, the video was a lot different, or particularly the first half of the video was a lot different than what we saw in the final version. And this version had a lot more. It was a lot more edit intensive in terms of what I was doing, and probably had some of my favorite edits that I had done in just video editing in general. But the only problem was, or not really a problem, the feedback I got, however, mentioned that while these edits were good, the information it covered were kind of conflicted with what I was going for. That was a common thing I got from feedback from various colleagues. And so I kind of had to shelve that section of the video and just redo it from scratch. And that's essentially what we see in the final video. Now I preserved that section in the hopes of maybe using it in a future video, but based on the current scripts that I'm writing and video ideas I'm juggling around, I'm probably not going to get around to actually using these clips. But instead of locking it away or just putting it somewhere where I'm never going to hear about it again, I still want to showcase this clip because even though it didn't make the final cut, it probably was my favorite section of the video due to the types of edits I got to really just have fun with. So instead of just locking it away, I instead want to give you folks a view of an alternate cut in the early versions of this video. So without further ado, enjoy. So what is Deep Rock Galactic? At its core, DRG is a game where you play as a team of dwarves that work for an interstellar mining company of the same name. Your job is to engage in various mining operations on the planet of Hoxes 4, from mining valuable minerals, overseeing drilling operations, and exterminating the dangerous inhabitants of the planet. There are a total of 4 classes to choose from, each bringing their unique skills to the table. The first class is the Gunner, a role everyone will have experienced at least once due to their presence in the tutorial. They are a solid all-around class that can mow down even the toughest of enemies with their arsenal of big guns. Most importantly, Gunners can provide support to their teammates, from deploying their portable shields to establishing zip lines throughout dangerous caverns as a means of transportation or escape. Whether you are a newcomer or graybeard, the Gunner is a solid choice for any mining operation, bringing damage, defense, and versatility to the crew. Next, we have the Engineer, a class focused on cave security and area lockdown. Their arsenal of conventional and high-tech weaponry gives them an edge in holding back the hordes of Hoxes. Their turrets in particular excel at providing a defensive perimeter, allowing your teammates to explore in safety or withstand a vicious onslaught. In addition, Engineers are able to deploy platforms that can be used in a myriad of ways, from access points, defensive structures, bridges, and fault cushions.
I slept!
With the Engineer, it's all about practical solutions for practical problems. If defense, mathematics, sentry guns, and puzzle jumping is more your style, then the Engineer might be the class for you. Next, we have the Driller, a class that can be summarized with the following statements: crowd control, explosions, drilling, war crimes. The Driller is perhaps the most straightforward of all the classes. Take gun, point at enemies, roast, toss explosives, kill, toss explosives on teammates, kill, repeat. On top of being a destructive force of nature, the driller, well, drills, allowing them to turn any cave system into a Minecraft sandbox. Need a defensive position? Build a bunker. Need a shortcut back to the drop pod? Just drill through the walls. Swarm of glyphids in your way? Drill straight through their flesh. The possibilities are only limited by your imagination. If you are someone who likes to go full offense, guns blazing, then the driller is probably the maniac for you. Just try and keep the friendly fire to a minimum. Finally, we have the scout, the speed demon, the cave lighter, dude with a grappling hook, the butt of the joke. Okay, in all seriousness, the scout is the most agile of the four classes thanks to their grappling hook. When used in tandem with their arsenal of lightweight weaponry, the scout becomes a very powerful skirmisher dishing out consistent damage on the move. While other classes have to rely on zip lines, platforms, or tunnels, the scout can just zoom anywhere, provided they aren't caught by a cave leech first. Speaking of which, scouts provide the important utility of flares to illuminate caves, giving your team important tactical info on resources and possible hazards. If you like being a fast and untouchable loot goblin, then the scout is probably your vibe. Just remember to slow down and look up from time to time. Now that you've picked out a class, you are ready to brave the dangerous world of Hoxies.